things that we love, things that we aspire to own. Maybe you have questions. Well, today's a great day for that because we are going to be offering you Firelight lab-grown diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds have been a huge topic, just fresh from the JCK show in Las Vegas. I've been speaking to a lot of my vendor friends, talking to a lot of my friends that attended the show, and one thing became really apparently clear. The area of the show that was buzzing the most, that had the most excitement, that had the most around it, is lab-grown. I mean, lab-grown is on fire, continues to be. Prices are so good on lab-grown that you are going to be just gobsmacked when you see what you can buy in diamonds these days. I mean, folks that had never considered diamonds before are now able to buy diamonds. I mean, at very small prices. We're going to be featuring things like bracelets under $400. We're going to be seeing 2-carat band rings for under $2,000. I mean, when you look at the price of gold and you look at the price of natural diamonds, if you are buying purely for the biggest, boldest, brightest diamond that you can afford to buy, lab-grown really is a perfect solution for you. I can see you're already buzzing. I see Kaz there. Mama Pat is actually mama-rating remotely. She is up babysitting with Amy, the new baby in the family. And so I want to say good morning to all of them as well. And thank you for taking time out of your time with little Jamie to spend with our customers and friends that are here on the Diamond Boutique. We really appreciate it. Well, thank you again for joining us. I want to jump right in. I think we've got a good, strong crowd here this morning. I'm really happy to see you. And thank you for the hearts. Keep them coming. They really keep me motivated, especially when Mama's not here. All right, so I want to share with you a bangle bracelet right out of the gate. I know a lot of you can't stay for the whole show, and it would be a shame for you to miss this, so I wanted to start with it. I do want you to try to stay to the end, though, because there are some really, really great things coming up. The cover girl for the whole show today, this guy, my favorite item in the whole show, that's coming up a little bit later, and it is glorious. We have got a pendant and earring set, which is under $500 as well at the very end of the show. So do stick around if you have the opportunity. But these bangles, they were red hot. They were the big deal on QVC2 and have continued to sell really rapidly. In fact, we're having a hard time keeping them in stock, so I'm really glad I was able to grab a small inventory for our customers today. In the center of the bangle, and let me give you a closer look at it, the center, you're going to see 9 pretty juicy diamonds right smack dab in there in the middle. They graduate and crescendo to the largest one that's in the middle, which is just so feminine and so pretty. You're going to get so many compliments. And I mean, a bangle bracelet. We don't wake up and say, you know what, today I'm going to start buying diamonds, and I think my first thing is going to be a bracelet. Bracelets are usually that thing that we reach for, you know, that thing that we hope for. And a bangle bracelet is just not even the first bracelet we think of usually. This is something that is for the rich and famous, right? Well, at a price of $379.98, what do we do to get the price down? Well, we do it in 1 full carat of Firelight lab-grown diamonds. So if you've been budgeting for a half or a 1/4 carat diamond bracelet, you now can get that full carat that you desire. We also change up the metal in this it's like an accents by affinity price. But in the Firelight Diamond collection, when we want to get the price down, we have started to do some of the things that we do with our Accents by Affinity brand. And that is, we are bringing some select things like this in sterling silver. So you have 3 choices. You've got gold over sterling silver, if you love that look of yellow gold. If you love the icy brightness of the white metal against the diamonds, and I think a lot of us do, this is rhodium plating over sterling silver, which is a derivative of platinum. You're going to be hearing, hopefully, a whole lot more about platinum going forward at QVC. I'm a huge advocate of platinum. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. I love the way it wears. And if you're going to buy a metal to protect a diamond, I think platinum is a great choice. But the other thing platinum does, and the derivative, which is rhodium, is it keeps it from tarnishing. So if you don't want a lot of maintenance in your jewelry, you're going to love sterling silver with rhodium plating on it. And with the 1 carat in diamonds, you've got all the sparkle and twinkle of VS plus clarity. Let that sink in for just a moment, because that's a huge statement to be able to make. VS plus clarity is very slightly included or to flawless. It's going to fall in that category. We offer minimum standards here at QVC. So you always get that minimum of VS plus, which means you're going to fall somewhere in between that range. How do I know that? Because every diamond every diamond, whether it's our affinity diamond from the earth or whether it is Firelight, we send them all off to the GIA. Every diamond has to be sent to the Gemological Institute of America to be inspected on your behalf, and no other shopping channel in the world does this. I'm going to be speaking to another shopping channel in just a little bit about a project over the pond, if you will, and I will tell you that nobody does this but us. And it is a really high quality standard that I feel so strongly about for you, because you're getting not only VS Plus, but you are getting eye clean diamonds that are near colorless. That's right. We're looking at near colorless diamonds, and they're perfectly cut. These are all full cut, full faceted. You've just got the broader ones in about this 2-inch space in the center. Now, I know you're worried about security. I know I am when I'm talking about bracelets. So I really like the security piece on this. This is the back side of the bracelet. I know it's not the sexy side, but I don't know. I like the fact that it stays on my wrist really well. It's an oval shape. It's got that slot clasp, and you can see that it's really sturdy, right? They used a nice amount of metal in it. It's going to hold that on your wrist, but it doesn't look clunky. This is the real joy in designing good jewelry, is to be sure that things are, first of all, it's got to be practical, serviceable, or I'm going to walk away. But mostly I want to make sure that my diamonds, my little lovelies, are protected well. And here you can see it for scale on one of our model's wrists. It's just a great bangle. I mean, it gives you a beautiful size. It's an incredible price at $379. Oh, this one I wanted to check. They marked it down to 5 easy pays of $76. So with Easy Pay, in case you're watching, and again, thank you for watching on YouTube. I really appreciate it. These are pieces from QVC.com that I use for examples of what's happening on trends and what's happening in discussions in today's broadcast with regards on lab-grown diamonds. But Easy Pay is something QVC offers. If you are interested in purchasing it, you can use any credit card you want. Your first payment will need to include shipping, handling, and tax, and then they send it to you right away. But bangles are definitely a statement, never to go away. This is a classic look. It's elegant. And yeah, it's thumbs up all the way, Mama. I agree with that for sure. All right, going to move forward because I'm actually going to have to leave about 5 minutes early today. So we're going to be moving a little bit more rapidly. So I'll be done about 5 minutes to 11. This stole the show this last week on QVC. I love these. These are big 2-carat solitaires, and I don't know a lady alive who wouldn't love at least one of these. This is item number J447198. It used to be $2,306, which was a very fair price for a 2-carat solitaire, and by the way, these are in solid white gold. But that's not what you're paying today. You pay $18.99 if you do have an interest, which is close to 20% off on QVC. It's on 5 easy pays of $380, but that's not why it's in the show today. It's in the show because I wanted to talk about fancy cuts. One of the things that I've noticed that they do at QVC is they don't premium price their fancy cuts. And I'm not going to say a word about it if you don't say a word about it. I mean, a brilliant round is going to cost less overall to cut than a princess cut would be, or than an oval will be. And you can see that they're all beautiful, but it just kind of depends on what suits you best. So I want to help you to make that decision, because sometimes we see these three together and people sort of get polarized. They're like, well, I'm not sure which one I should buy. I want you to notice that the oval shape looks physically larger than the brilliant round. So I'll start with the oval. If you want the biggest look for your dollar, then you want to go for the oval. They're all 3 2-carat rocks. I mean, really big stones, right? But the way the oval is faceted and the way that it's finished, it looks bigger. It's got a flat, longer table. So the table is the top facet on a diamond, and because that is longer, and the keel line, where a brilliant round diamond comes to a point like this, the keel line is longer when you look at it from the side. You get a bigger face-up look. So it's the same weight, but you get a bigger look. So if that's your motivation, or you love the drama of an elongated oval. And I would love what it is that kind of is the trigger for you. If you're watching today, I would love to know what it is that inspires you to purchase what you like to purchase as far as shapes go. And if you do have some ideas of other shapes that you'd like to see and see in this broadcast so I can explain them a little bit, I'd love to have it in the chat if you wouldn't mind, because it really does help us to do a better job for you when we are on the air at QVC. But today it's about education. You know, as I'm looking at myself in the monitor here, I've got on a Firelight lab grown necklace, right? And I'm thinking, wow, if I had a necklace like this and I had a pendant like that, they would look beautiful. Wouldn't they layered together? This necklace is available at the .com if you want to go check it out. I think it's called the 3 Diamond Station necklace, and it comes in different shapes too. I've got the round version on, but it doesn't matter. It would layer beautifully with any of these. So the oval, the reason we buy the oval is we love that kind of nod to the past. It has kind of a vintage, almost like an antique mirror sort of look about it. We love the idea that it's, you know, a little bit more dramatic and that you get that big face-up look. So who goes for the brilliant round? I tend to go there. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not alone. It is the best-selling and most popular shape and cut in the world today for diamonds. When you talk about diamonds, first you guys like it too. First you talk about the face-up shape. So whether it be oval or princess, which is square, or whether it be round, and then you talked about the facet arrangement underneath it. It was in the 1950s that the brilliant round was refined to the point where it throws the kind of light that it does today. And that's when it really took over the market. And I mean, globally, this is it. This is the shape and cut that people want because you get more light out of it. You get more sparkle out of it. And after all, that seems to be the point, right? Well, not always. Some folks like emerald cuts, baguettes, and things like that. It gives a different kind of wow, a different kind of pow. But if you want that to the wall kind of sparkle, you want it just to go crazy and just to look like rainbows and unicorns, then I think you want the brilliant round. It is perfectly cut, beautifully cut, and contrary to common belief, not all lab-grown diamonds are perfection. So it really does matter. As a gem expert, as a diamond expert, certified with the GIA, I have my graduate certificates in both diamonds and also in color gemstones. I want you to know it matters where you buy your diamonds. QVC is unlike any other vendor I've ever worked with or any other place I've ever worked for. They are so fastidious about this. They want to make sure that we under-promise and over-deliver, that we always give you more than what you bargain for. And so this association with the Gemological Institute of America is really one of a kind, and it gives you greater protection. You don't get the documentation on our regular Firelight products, but I will tell you there is a very select kind of capsule collection within Firelight where you do. So if that's important to you, I'm going to give you the 411 on that. If you look for Brilliant Rose by Firelight, you will get paperwork on those stones. Not only are they inspected before they're set, but that particular capsule collection has paid for you to have access to the GIA's digital vault on those stones alone. So Brilliant Rose is the only collection. So I get all kinds of email about this and I can't do anything about it. You have to, what you can do when you get it home is you can have it appraised yourself, but they've already done the certificate for you if you do purchase the Brilliant Rose. So hopefully that clears that up. If that clears it up, would you throw me some thumbs up or hearts so that I know I covered that for you adequately? Otherwise, put whatever questions you might have in the chat and we can answer them. Thank you. I'm glad that clears that up because it's all great product, okay? I can guarantee you that these are VS Plus clarity, that these are not only eye clean, but they are near colorless diamonds, and they are cut so beautifully. How do I know the material is better and best? It is best, honestly. We're looking at, in the world of lab grown, this is really in the top tier. The reason I can say that with a lot of fortitude is that we ask, in fact, we mandate the vendors to send all of those stones out, and it's quite a process. They have to send them in a certified and sealed bag. They get out to the GIA. They have to document that they received them sealed and certified and all of that. Then they open them up. Then they inspect them all. Then the gemologists have to sign off on them. Then they go back in the bags. They're sealed again. They're certified that they're sealed and everything is copacetic, and then they're sent back to be set into your jewelry. And I'm actually simplifying that process for you so that I don't go on too long because I think I'm staying too long at the party here. Let me go ahead and move forward. So this one, let me see. This is your round. There is your oval. I don't want to neglect my little princess. She wouldn't stand for that one bit, would she? Okay, so a princess cut is a modified brilliant cut. So it has a similar facet arrangement to the round shape with a round cut underneath. So the modified brilliant cut will give you, again, the kind of powerful light play that you like. But obviously what's different is the face-up shape. A lot of modern brides are loving this. A lot of women who want things that are new and innovative love this because, believe it or not, this cut was just refined to the way that it is in our lifetime, just refined in the 1980s. Isn't that crazy when you think about how old diamonds are, 3.5 billion years, and how long they've been cut, and how we've advanced with the advent of the different machines? I'll tell you, there's a machine called the brooding machine, if you want to do a little reading on it. A brooding machine that was developed changed everything in the world of diamonds. That's why the brilliant rounds can get the power that they do, is because of the mathematics and because of the advancements in cutting. This is a really pretty piece. I really love it. I would love to make this mine. I think the shape of it is just so beautiful. It's like an ice cube and all the sparkles that come out of it. And I don't have a problem whatsoever mixing my different shapes. I think it makes it much more interesting. And out of the JCK show this year, that was a definite trend, loud and clear, that people want to reflect their own personality. They don't want things to look like everybody else's. Now that can be challenging when you're talking about, a simple solitaire. I mean, that's the elegance of it, is just to have something simple and elegant and streamlined, right? And I love a solitaire, right? And this is really the year of it. But when you talk about a different face-up shape, like a princess with the square shape, it's not going to be your ordinary everyday piece. So it's going to be something you could wear to reflect your own personality and your own style, and that I know is going to get you tons of compliments with the people that you love. All right. So I have spent far too much time for a lady who has to get out of here early today. Again, just a few minutes early, and I'm really sorry about that, but it couldn't be helped today. This gives you a look at that 2-carat solitaire in the neckline, just so beautiful. And here she is, the cover girl, the triple row 2-carat band. Yummy! I love this. This is on my wish list. I want it in yellow. It is item number J447208. No, I'm not hinting. I'm thinking Mama Pat's going to think that I'm hinting to her. No, but I would love you to tell Ron. That would be great. So yes, it's J447208. I think it would look great with a couple of the things that I own, but you could also wear it all by itself. It is $1,983, and it's also on 3 Easy Pay of $661. Look at how they shimmer in the light. That's so pretty, I think. I do love the yellow. I definitely lean into it. I really think it's unusual the way the diamonds are placed on this 3-band design. And again, you're getting 2 carats again. In size 4 through 11. So I wanted to talk about that. How do you do that? If you have a size 4, how do you use the same carat weight as you do in a size 11? Well, the thing is, and we should have talked about this in bracelets as well, because it's even more outrageous in bracelets, but we base our pricing on our smallest sizes, on our minimum sizes. So this is in one circumstance where you can get really lucky when you're buying jewelry here at QVC. When I say we like to underpromise and overdeliver, this is what I'm talking about. We advertise our minimum or our average standards. If we're averaging the standard, you'll see it in our description. So like for instance, we have a yellow 3-cluster ring that I noticed last week. It ranges from 43 points to 49 points. Well, this is why this bubbled up in my brain again today, because the 43 point, of course, is going to be in the smaller sizes. The 49 point will be in the larger sizes. So take that away and take it for what it's worth. But just know that this, as an index finger ring, a middle finger ring, a band, an eternity band doesn't have to go all the way around in diamonds. I don't find them to be comfortable that way. That's what I'm looking at this ring for me. I would love it with a ring that Ron and I bought on a special anniversary. I think it would be really nice. They can come halfway around or 3/4 of the way around. Why do I prefer that personally? I prefer it because you get more diamonds up front. Instead of having the 2 carats go all the way around the band, you get all 2 carats face forward. But the bigger issue for me is comfort. I always joke around about how I'm built for comfort, not for speed. And that's becoming even more true the older I get, right? Built for comfort, not for speed. So I do want a big flashy, look. I think it's awesome, but I've got to have it be comfortable or I'm not going to wear it. So that's just how I am. And I don't want you buying diamond jewelry that's going to sit in your jewelry box. I want you to wear it and love it and get all kinds of compliments on it. So it comes in yellow. It also comes in this beautiful icy white. Wear it and enjoy it. I mean, that's what it's for. And this is one that you would be very proud to pass down throughout your family, without a doubt. It's just a great look. I wish I had teeth like that. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyway, back. I can almost hear Mom in my mind going back to business. All right, I can't spend a lot of time here because there's not a lot of them, but this was requested, so I put it in the show. I hope you're watching today. And Kaz, of course, this is for you. I always think of you when I see big, gorgeous diamond bracelets. This is item number J445011. Okay, here's the thing one of the things that blew my mind. These are fancy cuts. There's pairs and rounds. It's 3 1/4 carats. Now, granted, the diamonds are smaller than they were in the previous 2 items, right? These are all around the same price point. So for around that $2,000 price point, you can now go from 2 carats in the necklace that we saw or in the band ring that I love. You can go up to 3 1/4 carats in solid gold and get it at QVC right now for 20% off, which brings it down to $2,099. So you can imagine why we don't have a lot of them at QVC, but it is such a dramatic and beautiful piece. I love the elegance of it. It's not overdone. The diamonds are just beautiful. I mean, they're about 1/4 of an inch in a row, and they alternate between the pear shapes and the rounds. So it's glorious. It's a great bracelet, and definitely a powerful one. So to go from 2 carats to 3 1/4 and have it be in the same price, that's what originally just sort of clicked with me. Oh my God, what a deal, right? I mean, you're looking at solid gold, you're looking at beautiful diamonds. This is the same quality diamond we've been talking about, which, come on, that's pretty great, right? When we're looking at VS Plus, VS Plus clarity, and we're looking at near colorless quality and all these beautiful fancies, come on, no brainer if you're looking for a bracelet. Now, with just a few minutes remaining, I do want to kind of dig in here to this pendant and earring set that got discounted this last week. Love it. It's got a halo style. It comes with the chain. Could show me a few thumbs up if you are still with me. I noticed that I froze up just a moment ago. This is what I usually depend on Mama Pat for, is to let me know that you're there. All right. Excellent. So $469.98. This was, wait for it, $625, which was a deal. I mean, if you take those 2 items and you split the price down the middle, you're getting about $235 a piece here for earrings in sterling silver and diamonds and the necklace. Yeah, the whole necklace, the chain, and the pendant as well. So the biggest discount of this whole entire segment, that is J447222. It is available on 5 easy pays of just $94. You're going to feel like a princess in all of these pieces. Now, looking at the time, I did save myself a few minutes to go backwards through the show to give you time to do some last minute, shopping. If you want to grab a pen and paper, we'll give you the item numbers. We just are finishing up on J447222. It is 1 carat in total weight, beautiful halos. They're just made for a princess. You're going to love the way you feel when you put that on. If you've got a girl that's graduating from college or high school even, or is a sweet 16, or you want to give your wife-to-be a gift before she walks down the aisle, this is that gift of a lifetime. Honestly, she'll remember them forever. We just finished, here's a close-up of those great earrings, again, as a part of this set. Here's a really extreme close-up of the pendant. I wanted you to be able to see it. It's great for layering as well. Beautiful piece. We do get together with you every Wednesday, and it would be my privilege, really, if you would subscribe to what we're doing here today. It gives us the motivation to keep going, even when Mom's on vacation. If nothing else, subscribe for Mama Pat, right? She gives up her vacation time and her time with the baby to be with us here today, and I appreciate that. Amy's here as usual as well, and thank you for that as well. We're going to meet you again on Monday at 12:15 at QVC, at QVC.com. We live stream on Mondays at 12:15. So take your lunch maybe with us. We would love to have you along. So the set will remain available until, of course, at QVC until it's not. So if you are watching this in replay, some of the items may have higher prices. Some of the items might be sold out. So you that do watch in a live situation are really so much better off. This gorgeous ring, which is the cover girl, is J447208. It is $19.83 in price, and it's yummy. Mama like you for sure. Then we get backwards here to these 3 beautiful 2-carat necklaces. You can choose the brilliant round, you can choose the princess, or you can choose the oval. The price is $1899.98. 5 easy pays of $380. Gorgeous piece of jewelry and one that is unforgettable. You'll remember this moment for a lifetime. When you open up that box, I wish I could be there because it is so special. Speaking of opening up that box, you might find 1, 2, or 3. Who knows how many you decide to buy? You might decide to do a whole stack in one in each color. This is that bangle bracelet that is so on fire. It is J444863, $379.98. It is on 5 easy pays of $76. I don't think I mentioned that this is the only item in the show, but we were able to send this out for a comp, like a legitimate legal comp. Unlike other shopping channels that sometimes just pull an image off some random website and tell you, try to do comparison shopping, we don't feel like that's ethical, honestly. So we send our buying team out to physically do, and our legal team's involved in this, to do comp shopping for you. So this came back at $524.98. So you're saving a good amount of money, and a small, average, and large are available, all 3 colors. Well, I got to jump off, but thank you again for being with me. It's my pleasure, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again to Mama Pat and Amy Steffen and all of you, Kaz, all of you that popped in to say hi this morning. We'll see you Monday at 12:15. Stay safe. Bye-bye.